Good evening, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the channel. So, in this particular video, I would love to show you about cross-account access via lake formation for Amazon S3 table bucket, a fully managed Iceberg solution from AWS. So, in this video, I have two AWS account created. These are free tier account that I spinned up. I'll show you step-by-step process on how you can share your Amazon S3 table buckets with other AWS account. Now, this is one of the best scenarios for data mesh architecture, right? So, a lot of accounts or pods, they have their own AWS respective account, and the Iceberg accounts are, or let's say your Iceberg tables are all managed in a central AWS account. In this case, the consumer might want to write to the central Iceberg AWS account, cross account, right? Or they might want to read the data as well, cross account, right? How to do that? This video is all about that. So without wasting any further time, I think it's time we go straight into action. Okay, so the way I'm gonna explain you this is I have two account. 4.5 is the consumer account. This is the account where I wanna consume the data. Okay, I think my camera might be coming in between, so I'll put this one down hopefully. Okay, so the 4.5 is where I'm gonna consume the account. Or if it's hard to remember, the Chrome browser is what I have a consumer. The Safari browser is what I have the producer. Okay, so I cannot make it easier than that. So let's see. I do have an Amazon S3 table buckets over here. You can see this bucket is called Saumil Shah Dev, right? If I click on that, I do see a daily sales inside a namespace called my underscore database. So my goal is, hey, this guy over here wants to read this particular data. You know, he or she has requested, hey guys, can I read the data in our AWS account? I want to query this in Athena. So in this AWS account, I want to query that particular table, and how to do that is what I'm gonna show you. All right, so very easy. AWS has made this super easy, of course, I must say that. So let's go to lake formation, right? So the first step is in the producer account. When I say the word producer, account where the Amazon S3 table buckets are, okay? I will go to database, I will select the catalog, okay? I'm gonna say this one right here. I'm gonna select the radio button, the database that I wish to share. Then I can click on, I believe, action, and then I believe grant, okay? Now over here, you see external account, click on this radio button over here, okay? Now I'll copy the consumer AWS account over here, okay? So I'm just simply gonna copy that. After that, here you can see I selected the catalog, the database. Let's say you wanna share all tables or just selected tables. In this case, I just wanna share this one table with this person, right? I'm gonna do super, or we can just do select and describe. You can of course fine grain that. And then I'm gonna click on grant. Now, as soon as you grant this, okay, as you can see, it's granted. Now, let me share my screen again. So the consumer account receives an invitation. You need to accept that, and I'll show you that process. So I am right now on the consumer account, and I believe you should go to the resource manager, resource access manager. So over here you can see resource share. I have one invitation. I can click on this. I'm gonna click on that, and then I'm gonna click on accept resource share. I'm gonna click on accept, and that's it, right? Now in the consumer account, I can go to lake formation. If I go to tables, if I refresh and I just go to tables, here you can see I can see the daily sales table, which was in the producer account, which is now shared with me over here in this particular account. Of course, I can see all the other stats as well, okay? Now, what I need to do is very simple. I'm gonna create a database over here. So click on create database. Let's say cross, oh no, so here, over here, name, I'm gonna name the table. So let's say, actually this is the database, right? So we can just name it cross account DB, okay? Cross account DB. Catalog, I'm gonna select the default catalog. Make sure you select the option use only IAM access control for new tables in this database. I will click on that. Now I can go to my tables over here. I'm gonna select the checkbox, and then I'm gonna go to create, and I'm gonna just create a resource link, and that's it. Okay, so now over here I'm gonna say daily. I'm gonna give it a name, okay, daily sales, okay. Database, I'll select the cross account DB. I'll select my, of course, shared table, And that's about it. Literally that easy. That's it. You're done. It's literally that easy. Yes. So now you've successfully shared it. Now let's see if we can see that table in Athena. So if I were to go to Amazon Athena at this point, this is a consumer account. Remember the account that's with 4 5. And if I refresh here, I can see that cross account DB and my daily sales. Let me try to query this shared table over here in this particular AWS account. And I'm successfully now able to query this data. Okay. So here you can see this is my producer account. If it's a little hard, I'll show you. And on the top one, if I can probably do that, it's a little hard though. So here you can see the above one is where I have my consumer account, and the below is where I have my Amazon S3 table buckets. If I can do this way, here you can see the Amazon S3 table buckets, and now I'm able to query this. With that, I do want to point out a resources which will help you. I of course documented the entire steps on my blog, and thank you for all the love and claps on the blog. Okay, so here you can see everything is very well documented on the particular blog post. Two people that I would like to thank for this particular video is Varadraj. So you know, of course he helped us a lot, so kudos to him. And then Fangli again from AWS. So thank you guys for helping us with this particular item, and I hope now this video and resource will help thousands and if not millions watching this particular video, right? With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I will see you in the upcoming next particular video.